Awesome! Nothing better than a quick cat nap after some ACT practice. Sandra, you're the best. I love this new Genius Lab. However, it is a little far from Wayzata, Minnesota. Mars? Lucky we have a teleporter. Well, back to work. What's that sound? Oh yeah, that's the new telecommunicator. Let's see who's calling. Let's see how we get out of this thing. Screen on.
Professor Thomas.
Yes, this is Professor Thomas.
I challenge you to the dare at Temple Thare.
Wait, who is this?
That is not relevant to the question I asked you.
Hold on a second, you're talking in riddles.
Yes, a riddle. A riddle for you and your genius team.
Okay, so what's the riddle?
Go there, to Temple Thare. Find the dare, but be aware. Their teeth are big. They're not small. The dare is there. So this is fair.
Okay. So, where is there at Temple Thare?
Go to Chukchungsao Province, Thailand, and seek entrance from Lompa Sutan at Temple Thare.
Okay, so that's not making a ton of sense, but at least we've got something to go on.
You understand?
I got it. Screen off. Kids, you heard it. It's the next mission. Dare at Temple Thare. Let's go ahead, head to the transporter, and beam down to Chachoengsao Province, Thailand. Hey, so I'm here with the head monk of the temple. He's going to tell us a little bit about what's on the inside. ข้างในมีอะไรมั่งมีข้างข่าวตัวใหญ่ทำยังไงมันดุไหมเป็นยังไง
มันไม่ดุใครจะว่าดุไม่ดุไปจับมันดิมันจะกัดได้
ปกติมันกินผลไม้
ลูกว่าลูกไกลลูกเนี่ยกินพวกนี้กินอยู่ในวัดจะไปไหน
แล้วปกติมันออกไปกี่โมง
ก็มืดถึงจะออกไม่บอกเวลาไม่ได้
มืดแล้วก็กลับมา
ทีกลับมามันหมุนเป็นหมดดำไปหมด
แล้วอาจารย์โทมัสเข้ามันดูแล้วก็วิดีโอข้างในด้านไหนครับ
ได้
Okay, yeah, he let us go in. We're gonna go take some videos on the inside, so I'll see you in there. Okay, thank you, Captain Crab.
ประวัติวัดโพบางค้าอำเภอบางค้าจังหวัดฉะเชิงเทรา
เชิญเสานะ
พ่อสะท้อนจังหวัดพ่อสะท้อน
Let's go in on the inside and see if we can figure out what the dare is. Wow, this place is pretty creepy. Oh, did you see that? Oh my goodness, I think I figured out what the dare is. Check that out.
trees are full of vampire bats. And they're the size of dogs. Temple there, go over there. Their teeth are big. They're not small. There. 4 different theirs. That's like super confusing. What sounds the same means something different. Do you see that? The trees are full of them. Wait, what's that over there? Temple there. Wait, did I just say it over there? So I'm like super confused. Temple there. Go over there. Their teeth are big. They're not small. There. 4 different theirs. I'm like super confused. So how do you know which one is which? Wait, what's that over there? Is that a statue of Dracula? Okay, this is a pretty creepy place. Now I think I figured it out. Temple there is all about the vampire bath. Look, we got a friend here. Check him out. And he'll help us. Good boy. Good boy. Kids, temple there is all about the baths. And the use of the 4 different theirs. I think Thare there, temple there, is not really a word, it's a name from a special place. Wow. I think they're getting ready to go out and feed. Kids, hey, so I figured out what the dare was. The dare is to stay here until all the bats leave the trees for the feeding. That's going to be literally in about 10 minutes. So I want you to hold on to your hats and let's see what this looks like when the bats all leave at one time. Kids, temple there. It's the riddle. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you saw in the movie. The riddle was, go there to temple there. Find the dare, but be aware their teeth are large. They're not small. The dare is there. So this is fair. Super confusing because you see we have 4 different theirs. Let's go ahead and take a look at the different types of theirs. This is going to be given on the ACT. So it is a bit of memorization on which one is which. However, it could mean as many as 2 composite points for some kids. The other thing that I would like to note quickly is we're going to add in something at the bottom. It's, you'll see that in a different movie. However, it's important for us to kind of see it here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 different theirs plus it's. The first one, Thare, is a name. It's a name of a place. It doesn't really appear on ACT, so it's not that important. Temple there. The second one, There, there, it's a place. Go over there. Hey, I'll meet you there. Oh, it was so scary there, that I. Okay, so the first one here we're going to see is there, There. It's a place. The second one here is Their. It means plural possessive. Their teeth. Those bats own their own teeth. Plural possessive. The third one down over here is They apostrophe Re. It's short for they are. The other thing to keep in mind here is that this is very informal. Anytime you use a contraction here, it's going to be informal. So you have to look at the passage. Do you use they are or do you use the there? If it's written formally, like something from a textbook that's written by a professor or a research scientist, you would never use they are there. You'd use they are. So that's that. All right. So speaking of plural and singular possessive, we saw that we have this one up here, Their. There is plural possessive. So how do we refer to something that's singular possessive? All right. If it's an animal or an object, we would simply say its. If I'm referring to the dog, Mr. Tum Yum, we saw in the movie, it would be its tail is wagging. All right. If it's a chair, I would say its leg is long. All right. If we're talking about plural, say we're talking about 2 dogs at the temple, I would say their tails are wagging. I would highly suggest you take a 3x5 note card, go ahead and write on the front the there rule, and on the back simply list off what you see here. Let's go ahead and see what this is going to look like on test day. We'll do some practice problems. Here we are at practice problem number 1. Your sheet should look like this. In the upper left hand corner you should see a number 1. We're going to use practice problem number 38. Go ahead, work on 38 by pausing the video here. We'll come on back with the answers in a second. Kids, practice problem number 38 is J. What, Professor? Hey, be careful here. A couple things to note is here's problem number 38. They're trying to trap us on, okay, their plural possessive. It is, its singular possessive, or their a place. All right? The beginning of the sentence starts up here. It says, in the 1920s, an assembly ordered the resumption of a ferry service between the peninsulas. So within 5 years, Governor Fred Greene felt their great cost. Okay, so we're talking about a great cost, someone or something's great cost. All right, is it the assembly's great cost, because an assembly is an assembly of people, or is it the cost of the ferry service? All right, because if it's the assembly, then we could use the word there, because that is plural possessive of people. And if it's a ferry service, service is singular. You see that? If that's the case, it would be ITS, singular possessive. In that case, it's J. Here, H is out because it is. That's wrong, and there, it's not a place. Neither one of those or a place. 38J. Let's go ahead, take a look at the next practice problem. We'll move on to the next page. It's practice problem number 58. Go ahead, pause the video here and start working on problem 58 on page 2. Kids, practice problem number 58 is G. Wait, what? Professor, what are you talking about? Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. I thought this was a particularly difficult problem, so if you got it wrong, don't worry. Here's what we're going to have to do. You see, first of all, traps on ACT, so get used to seeing them here with me so there's no surprises on test day. First things first, you see that we have an underlined portion here at the top of page 106. You see that? The sentence is continued on the previous page, so that means you're going to have to turn the page back. This is called the path of least resistance. That means basically kids are lazy. So ACT assumes that most kids are not going to flip back. What they're going to do is just look at this page. So number one, whenever you see anything like this, always look back, even if it means turning the page back. All right, because sometimes they put it front to back. All right, number one. Number two, when you come back over here, you see that we have the sentence that starts up here. It says hours and hours of sedentary satisfaction are at your fingertips. Hours and hours of satisfaction are at one's fingertips, people's fingertips, their fingertips. All right, so if you say one's, that feels like it's kind of hazy. People's, that refers maybe talking about you're talking about third person, you're referring to someone else. All right, so we have to make a decision on, are we talking about ourselves or are we talking about someone else? All right, so what I did is, the first thing that I did is I came over here and I scrolled up. All right, that's what I did. I always look at the topic sentence. So we come back up here and we see the topic sentence is way back up here. It says building. Building, sports card collection. It says teaching this and this. I remember, you see that up here? Let's go ahead and circle some of this stuff, all right? So this is first person. You see that? I. So we know that we're talking in the first person in this particular paragraph, all right? So if we start talking about people, that would be hazy, and that would kind of be off track. You see how it just doesn't flat out match the paragraph. See what I did? You got to look back in the paragraph, kids. Sometimes you're going to have to turn the page back to a different page. That may mean turning all the way from front to back, or it may mean looking up further in the sentence, or it may mean looking way up at the topic sentence or somewhere else in the paragraph. You kind of have to get a context, all right? So with that in mind, H and J are out. So it's either their fingertips or it's your fingertips, all right? There is people, possessive, owning their own fingertips. Well, that would work, but that's referring to someone else, and this person is referring to themselves, so G is the correct answer. Think of the logic, kids. 58G. What I'd like you to do now is we're going to scroll down to the next page. We're going to take a look at practice problem number 17. So go ahead, scroll down there. When you get there, go ahead, pause the video. We'll work on this problem, come on back with the answers in a moment. Kids, practice problem number 17 is B. It's flat out definition. It's THEIR. Why is that? Here we have owners and we have dogs. Dogs and the owners, all right? Dogs possess the owners, believe it or not, because it's the dog's owner, all right? And owners is plural. You see that here. So that means we're going to have plural possessive. B is the correct answer on that one. C is out because it's a place. D says they are, the dogs and they are owners. That sounds weird. And answer choice A says the owners. The owners is hazy. All right, we don't know who the owners are. It's answer choice B for 17. What we're going to do now is scroll down. We'll take a look at practice problem number 21. When you get there, simply pause the video here. We'll come on back with the answers in a moment. Kids, practice problem number 21 is B. If you look over here, you see the underlined portion for 21 is here, and you see the sentence says, when the dog wants to play, it refers to the noun, which is the dog, all right, and the dog is singular.
So we want to go ahead and make sure it's singular. So that means plural possessive can be crossed out right away. And ITS apostrophe, there's no such thing. You'll learn that in a different video. That's out, so it's either A or B. When the dog wants to play, it might pull the lips. The lips, that's hazy. So B will be the correct answer for 21. All right, it's on to the last problem, kids, for this video lesson. It's practice problem number 42. Let's go on, scroll on down. 42, work on that problem, pause the video here. We'll come on back with the answers in 1 second. Practice problem number 42, the correct answer here is going to be answer choice G. Let's see why. Here's the beginning of the sentence. Here's the noun, every holiday. You'll see that throughout the course, nouns and verbs are super important no matter what section that we're in. All right, and you'll notice that holiday is singular. So in the underlying portion here, T-H-E-I-R, that means plural possessive. F can be crossed out because this is singular. T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. Whenever I see this, I just simply say they are. Every holiday has they are own. That sounds weird. Out. Answer choice J says IT apostrophe S, which once again, if you just simply say the contractions fully, it is and they are. See how it sounds. It is. Every holiday has it is own host of. I can't even say it. Out. See ya. Answer choice G, I-T-S, singular with possession. So here we have singular and it is singular. And is there possession? Does a holiday own its own choice and of the theme? Yes, it does. 42G, kids, you see that this lesson is simply all about just memorizing a couple of words. If you do that by simply throwing them down on a 3x5 note card and paying attention to these words and memorizing them, that's going to be it for their lesson. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Alright, relax. Hey, whoa. Relax. Come on. I'm not here to hurt you. You got a little long. Get you out of here.
Kids, this is Henry. His nickname is Robo. I call him Robo because he is a banana eating machine. I've never seen anyone or anything like bananas as much as him. Henry, or Robo, flew into the wall at the temple and hurt his wing. Decided that I was going to try and get a towel, wrap him up, and see if we can get his wing back in shape and let him back out into the wild. I hung out with Henry for about a day and a half, and I realized that the dare at Temple there was not about enduring all the scary bats. It was more about trying to dare yourself to keep an open mind about preconceptions you may have about things in this world. Look at how scary this little bat is. Kids, thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Audio Jungle.